We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Rick Porcello gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
In now, Nicholas Castellanos. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Nick Castellanos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
In now, Jesse Winker. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting first, the first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Anthony DeSclafani will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot starts today. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. DeSclafani has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And in that time, he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Line drive to left. Castellanos is there, and he has it for the out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
So here's Pete Alonso. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Winker makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Eugenio Suarez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. In his career against Porcello, he's got 8 hits in 34 tries. He's taken him deep once. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
That is it. The right fielder, number 44.
So stepping in, Aristides Aquino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here now the 2-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Comes set, the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Ready on 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Right fielder looking up. Gone into the upper tank. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So here's Jeff McNeil, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Pitch on the way.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This is pulled into right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Rene Rivera as he lifts it in the air to right field. In there, a base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Jed Lowry now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the belt, the pitch. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better. The 1-1 home. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Rick Porcello, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Davis at third, Rivera over at second, Lowry at first with no outs. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 3 runs already home here. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Rosario hits a little over the 270 mark. 1-1, here it is. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero, but this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Long throw to third.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Jose De Leon is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now another 1-2.
2-2.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Castellanos is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We played 2 full. The Mets are out on top 5-0. Now batting, Tucker Barnhart. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's taken down and in for a ball.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Cespedes. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Stepping in now, Jose De Leon. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The left fielder at the field, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball inside.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Ready on 1 and 2.
Oh, that's it.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Standing in, Jesse Winker hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Reds lead 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up.
Bottom of the inning now. Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Galvis retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. And
Now
with that, we
batting,
give you a look here at
third
what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
David.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
1 out, nobody on. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Hard on the ground toward short, fielded by Galvis. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Rene Rivera.
Now at the plate, Rene Rivera looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Ready.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Votto puts a good swing on it and sends a ball well into right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Suarez, 28 years old, enters the day in 3rd place in All-Star fan voting at his position at 3rd, so it remains to be seen whether he'll end up making the squad or not.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The count now at 2-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The batter, number 44.
Now in the box, Aristides Aquino. He found his way over to 3rd via a triple in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds 1. Standing in, Jed Lowry. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's just out.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in, Rick Porcello looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag. And he's safe. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And stepping up as the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First delivery to him on the way. Weak grounder down the line at third. One there. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home. And I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. 1 error in the inning, but a man left stranded. We played 4 full. The Mets lead it 5-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. He said they're having a really hard time squaring up off-speed pitches right now, which is making it easy on the opposing pitching to keep them off balance. Until they prove they can hit anything other than fastballs, he thinks they're going to keep getting a steady diet of pitches with movement and deception.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Cincinnati.
So coming to the plate, Freddie Galvis. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Galvis behind 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Rivera has a play. 1 down.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Conforto is there. 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, the pitcher, Jose. De Leon.
Mark
Your
Payton
attention,
will
please.
get the call here as he'll
He's
hit
hitting
for the pitcher.
Reds. Number 34, Mark Payton.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That's popped up. Davis in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered. They're down here 5-1. Wade Miley will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 22, Wade Miley.
Digging in now, Pete Alonso. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2.
Nope.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
This is in the air to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
In the dirt here, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. He's ready now, the pitch, and that's finally over for a strike.
Hey.
3-2. The runner at first with no outs here. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a liner. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So runners at 1st and 2nd here with 1 away. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the stretch.
Ball match outside.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
1st and 2nd now, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Runners are at 1st and 2nd with 1 away. To the left side, but it's well foul. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
In now, Rene Rivera. And this one's in the dirt. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. One and one.
Look out, 1-1.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Popped him up. Barnhart is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 5-1. Nick Castellanos now, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
At the plate, Jesse Winker, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Digging in, Joey Votto. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Hit hard. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 5-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Into the box now, Jed Lowry. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Low for ball 1. Lowry, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
3-0 to him now. The pitch. On the outside, Black. Good pitch, called for a strike. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Rick Porcello. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Castellanos is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Miley gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Here it comes. Too high, and it's 3-0. Yoenis Cespedes would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the center fielder, Yoenis.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. So far this year against Southpaws, Cespedes is a .300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Dominic Smith is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
Jake Marisnick is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Another 0-2 coming. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Runner at first following the error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Aristides Aquino. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field. Line drive base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Paul Sewell is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 51, Paul Sewell.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Moustakas rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as it's now a 2-run game.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Cespedes going back, and this will get all the way to the wall now. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Kurt Casale will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Lined hard toward right center. And you can't ask for much more off the bench as he'll drive that run in with extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Dylan Betances comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. To the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jesse Winker.
Ready once again, Jesse Winker. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Rosario brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
At the plate, Joey Votto. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ground ball left side. Rosario's got it. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
Man, I know this feeling, how frustrated this hitter is right now. We used to have a saying in the dugout, don't be that guy. When everybody's getting hits, don't.
And this one gets away. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
Here's the 2-1.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Reds lead this one 7-5. Amir Garrett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Amir Garrett.
Stepping into the box, Dominic Smith. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Fouled away. Smith, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 0-1, here it comes. Garrett is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30.
Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto, who's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, no balls and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Galvis is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2, 7-5. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Ready now, Aristides Aquino. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. From the stretch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Wilson is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Galvis. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. The next 3-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Ball 1.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Taken there by Lowry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the Mets 5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Strop will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Nick Senzel is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Next up for New York, J.D. Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 1-0.
Hey.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Strop, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
the 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
At the plate, Rene Rivera has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Davis ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
The batter,
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Runner at second, 1 away. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no count.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count remains full. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
number 24, Robinson Cano.
strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Cano is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little
In the dirt and block behind the plate. The runners will stay put, however the count evens at 1. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Raisel Iglesias answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 2-2. Here it is. Full count now, 3-2.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Hit high and deep to left field. Back on it is the left fielder, still ranging back. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they've taken a 2-run lead.
and they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Into the box, Dominic Smith, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. First time up, he went down looking. The windup and the 0-1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the damage has been done for the Mets, and it came on this grand slam. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the Mets 9 and the Reds 7. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. So striding in, Nick Senzel. He leads things off here in what's now a very close ball game.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nicholas Castellanos. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th. And they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal. 9-7,
the final score in this ball game. The Mets posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Justin Wilson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 9 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Reds, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 9-7. The Marlins amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-4. Vince Velasquez earned the 3rd W of his season as the Phillies took care of the Braves 4-1. Matt Carpenter drove in 4 as the Cardinals took one from the Padres 6-3. David Bodie had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping the Cubs down the Dodgers 11-3. The Blue Jays sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-3. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-2. Ivan Nova got his 2nd W of the season as the Tigers disposed of the Rockies 5-0. Carlos Correa had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Stros disposed of the Royals 8-2. The win was their 6th straight as